let's take a look through the lying verse. Okay, let's see now. This one's locked. That one's locked. That one's locked. God damn it, witch. Hey! Nope. Right there. Okay, found one. Right. Okay, finally. So, here we have the pack, otherwise known as Summoner lying. This particular individual is also more commonly known as Lao Ying, and is actually Chinese, marking our first non-white lying in the bundles. Also bisexual, and also gender fluid. Now, obviously, you can tell that their fashion sense leaves our realm of understanding in some places. So, they wear an elegant, if somewhat complex, set of white robes bordered with minimalist blue highlights. Mounted to their back, as you can see, is what is known as the Crucible of Summoning, a golden device, which has little glittering bits of fire, which is quite nice and pretty, and also pretty much powers their summoning magic. Basically, better one of those, more summons. Worse one of those, less summons. Lao typically here is carrying one that allows them to summon 3 creatures at once. Beyond their iconic robes, they wear a relatively minimal level of adornment, the exception being that golden bangle across the front, and also for a ragged piece of red thread, which is tightly woven around their right pinky finger. They won't tell you why that's there. They won't tell anybody why that's there. Actually, they refuse to discuss it entirely. Who knows why? They are also typically seen carrying this big golden thing called the Lord's Staff, which is an impressive tool of a similar style and material to their crucible, which is used to command their summoned minions. So, getting down to the biography section of things, on the face of it, Lao is actually incredibly cheerful and positive, almost pathologically so. They utterly adore collaborative work with others, and they're always willing to help out and lend a hand in whatever many capacities they can possibly offer. And you might reasonably suppose that this love of teamwork sort of spurred their interest in summoning magic. And to some degree you'd be correct. Now, fair warning, this next section could be considered a massive spoiler for their character, but it adds a lot to it, so if you're particularly uncomfortable with that, there'll be a little thing on the bottom here to show you exactly when this ends. Okay, so with that out of the way, Lao came from a very good family, with a strong work ethic and many good friends. Honestly, a pretty decent childhood and life. At one point, they were even engaged and married, and a small feast was held shortly after for the announcement. Unfortunately, here's where it goes downhill. When Lao left the room for a moment to fetch dessert, the witch enacted their ritual to survive in the well, projecting into Lao's universe as a ghostly wraith hovering above the dinner table and speaking in disquieting and distorted sentences. This appearance, understandably, startled everyone present, including Lao's cousin Zhang, who rose to retrieve their polearm and accidentally knocked over a lantern on the table in the process. The room was then quickly engulfed in flames, taking with it Lao's assembled family members who were unable to flee in time in their panicked state. Lao returned, dessert in hand, to a scene of fiery desolation, with the bulk of their family and their spouse-to-be largely incinerated. Distraught at the gruesome scene and its apparent random appearance, Lao understandably experienced a very severe emotional trauma. They have since remained in a potent state of denial, virtually incapable of relinquishing their optimistic attitude, or even to consider that their family is anything but alive and well back home. This extends even to auditory visual hallucinations of their family. All of it was bad. Okay, so simultaneously one of the most cheery and one of the most depressing lines that we have in this list. Hope you've all enjoyed. We have another 2 unlocked currently. No, wait. We actually have another 3. Great. We have another 2 left yet to reach, so hop over to the streams, donate if you can, and otherwise enjoy the show. Hope you all enjoyed. Catch you all next time.